How I Met Your Mother ending thoughts. I've basically been watching this series since about season 2 or 3. I originally watched the first seasons I missed on DVD, and then eventually I've just been watching from there for years and years and years. I've watched the series on Netflix back and forth a couple of times while I've been doing other things, and basically seen every part of the show and loved it. It has been trailing off a bit in the last couple of years, especially this last season. There was quite a few rough episodes. The whole wedding thing was not a very good idea. The final episode, which I'll talk about the most, because that basically concluded the entire series, was kind of what the season should have been. Should have been every year split off into a different episode in order to properly end the series. And it kind of felt a little bit rushed. There were some good episodes this season that all involved the mother, basically. Everything else was pretty weak. The last two were, of course, the best. I don't know. When it comes down to it, I really felt, as far as character development, they killed Barney and Robin. Made Robin a very desolate character in the end. Barney got kind of left in despair. He had so much character growth, and then all of a sudden they just threw it away. The whole season involving a wedding, and then 20 minutes into the final, they're divorced, which is a little ridiculous. But of course, this was how it was filmed originally so many years ago, and it kind of makes me feel like the ending was a little outdated. They've changed so much over the years. It was kind of ridiculous of an ending, and it was fantastic, probably the best TV episode I've ever watched on all my years watching television. But as a fan, I'm very disappointed, and I can see that others are very disappointed too after reading online that the mother did die, and it was just kind of like a throwaway death. They just had her on there for like 2 seconds and finished. Didn't even say what she died of. Barney had a kid somehow. Completely random with 31. I don't know, maybe they'll tie that into the other show, but I don't know if I'll be able to watch that after watching this and being kind of disappointed with how everything ended. Lee and Marshall, they're fine. Nothing happened with them. Typical, they had a good time going. The mother, really disappointing to see her go out that way. Ted, what else was he going to do? The ending was a little bit, if they would have ended like 2 minutes shorter right when he's talking on the train tracks, that would have been absolutely perfect. But they had to just randomly kill her and then have the kids weirdly supportive of Ted and Robin getting together. Whatever. And yeah, so that's my thoughts on How I Met Your Mother. I was really hoping it would end with, and that's the story of How I Met Your Mother, which it kind of did, but it trailed off and then turned into some sort of weird, twisted ending. It was a very good show, and I loved it. If you haven't seen it, I definitely suggest watching it. Definitely worthwhile. Just the ending was a little disappointing, and I really wish they would have taken that time and popped it up into each episode, because it was really nice that they didn't expect them to fill the gaps of the series that many years actually at all. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on one of my favorites, probably my favorite series of all time. Oh, and it was kind of perfect how they made everything go full circle at the end. It was a very nice touch, and it'll definitely be a series that will be remembered for many, many years to come.